When God prepares to move, there are moments in life when everything seems still, when we feel as though we are walking through the fog of the ordinary. We rise, we work, we strive, and we sleep. Yet beneath the routine, beneath the mundaness, there is often an invisible tension, a spiritual undercurrent. Something in us whispers, God is about to do something. The scriptures are rich with examples of how God interacts with his people, not with randomness, but with divine intentionality. From the call of Abraham to the resurrection of Christ, the Bible is a continual unfolding of God's hand at work in the lives of ordinary men and women. What may appear to be delays, disruptions, or detours are often divine strategies, preparing the soil of the heart for a supernatural seed. This introduction aims to awaken your awareness to these divine patterns. It will walk through biblical examples, spiritual reflections, and human experiences that show how God often sets the stage long before he makes a move visible. If you have ever asked, is God doing something in my life? This is written for you. 1. The God who moves with purpose. God is not passive. He is not silent. He is not disengaged from the affairs of those he loves. From the first breath breathed into Adam to the last trumpet that will sound at the end of the age, God's movements are intentional, purposeful, and redemptive. Consider Genesis 12:1-4. God calls Abram to leave his country, his family, and everything familiar. But notice this. Before the promise of blessing comes the instruction to move. Abram had no map, no GPS, and no idea where he was going, only a word from God. This pattern repeats throughout Scripture. Before breakthrough comes obedience. Before fulfillment comes a test of faith. Even Jesus, God incarnate, moved in patterns of purpose. John 5:19 reminds us that the Son only did what he saw the Father doing. This means that divine movements are not random, they are reflections of God's will unfolding in time. 2. The waiting room of God. Before every significant move of God, there is often a period of silence or waiting. Joseph waited in a pit, then in a prison, for over a decade before his destiny unfolded in Pharaoh's palace. Moses waited 40 years in the wilderness before he heard God's voice from the burning bush. David, anointed to be king, waited many years on the run, living in caves, fighting battles before he ever sat on a throne. Waiting is not evidence of God's absence. It is often the preparation for his presence. Many believers grow weary in this in-between season. They question, why hasn't God acted yet? Or did I hear him wrong? But if the stories of Joseph, Moses, and David tell us anything, it's this. God's silence is not abandonment. It is often a sign that he is crafting something deeper within us: character, endurance, humility before he releases what he has promised.